Come on by and take a look. Tell me if you think it's worth, 20 grand.
Oh, it's not. I don't care whether or not it's worth whatever it's worth. And if you got a good deal, you got a good deal. I mean, I don't know I couldn't look at it and tell you what it's worth anyway. But if you feel that you got a good deal, then I'd say you got a good deal. Anyway, yeah, very cool. So that's a Pace you're talking on, huh?
Yeah, man. If you look in the back of the truck bed, it is a long bed, and it's a V6 3.0, and it's a transfer case, has all kinds of, it's okay, everything works, and I'm going to put a fifth wheel on it, and if you looked in the back of the bed, it's so clean that you could take the whole vehicle and put it on the showroom floor. It's a 1990. And remember, it's got all that stuff. Sunroof. The radio has an electric up and down antenna. Okay, now this is same as a 1993 Toyota pickup. Okay, this is a 1990, so you know what I'm talking about here. This thing is so comfortable. It sits up high, has Michelin's on it, oversized 16s. Oh shit, came out of the factory like that. And all I need is a rear sway bar, and I'm done.
Yeah, 10-4. Very cool. All right, well, congratulations. Yeah, I got the view of your radio, by the way, is streaming live on YouTube. If you're interested in what it looks like, you can log into YouTube and do a search for MMM Video Gates, all one word. And then it'll take you to YouTube. And it's streaming live right now, so you can see what it looks like, the break.
Well, give me a minute. It says Triple M?
Yep, Triple M Video Gates. No spaces, all one word. Triple M Video Gates. And it'll come up. And you do that search in the window in YouTube.
Just MMM Video Gates with an S?
Yep, plural, with an S.
Roger. Well, I won't do it right this second. I'll tell you the truth. Because I'm kicking back. But this truck, it runs like a V8. Stock exhaust, brand new cat, everything. Everything's just, I can't believe this thing. I took it down on the sand, and I took it down this really ridiculous straight down kind of hill, and you should be able to drive anything there, and it did. And it felt so good, I just went back up it, man. This thing goes anywhere, anytime. You take it into the soft stuff. It's got those big, huge, balloony stock tires. Michelin's, of course. And the damn thing, when I brought it home from Roseville, it was like a dream. The wind wasn't pushing me around, that's for damn sure. So I think it's going to pull a really nice big fifth wheel. It's very small. It's going to look tough with that thing on it.
Yeah, what a trip. Very cool. Well, that's, that sounds like a good little toy, Yoda.
That's right, and I can drag it on the sand, too. It's four-wheel drive. I literally drag everything on there and drag it back off. Because with my stick, I learned how to pull big machines out. In the old days, when CHP would let us all the time instead of, well, I mean, it still might, I don't know. But, everybody frowns on that kind of thing more and more. And it's fun to do. And we used to pick up $1 or $2, but now we can't freelance, and you don't ask for any money. And people just give it to you.
Yeah, sure. Good deal. Interesting. Well, let's see here. Who else is out here? Is Country Bear out there? Or Country Bear working on a power supply still?
I don't know. But yeah, you can't do that now, and it's against the law. And I'll be breaking the law and stupid little stuff like that. But I lost a lot of gas money pulling people out doing that shit, because I couldn't, I can't take that. You know how much that sucks? They had to change that law. It's shitty.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, what a trip. Well, anyway, I see a couple people logged in on YouTube here. Thanks for the audio, or maybe you're talking about Bananas. He's on a pace. I was just curious why the upper sideband was strong and the lower sideband was weak. Just trying to figure that out. But anyway, yeah, hello and good day, and no skip out here on the Central Coast of Cali.
Hey, call me if you need to be pulled out.
You know what? I don't get myself stuck to start with, but I'll remember that to break.
Who are you gonna call? Call Bananas.
Roger. Better call Bananas. Get unstuck. Yeah, there's no skip out there to speak of, so I didn't turn anything on. I'm still barefoot talking local. I figured maybe if I heard anything, I'd be ready to go turn the amp on, but right now it's still barefoot. I got to figure out this relay issue. I got a relay that kind of... Hello, audio. Hello, test. If I run the voltage up through the relay, it clears it up. Or if I unkey and key back up again, it cleans it up. That's off the the Drake R8B receiver. Interesting.
Jelly Belly had to dig bananas out of the beach, so yeah.
Oh, you just blew Bananas' deal there, man. Long time no hear out there, nobody.
Yeah, Roger. How you doing, Motormouth? Good to hear you. I just got done making a rack for my truck out of the spare material that I had. I got it out of the trailer. So yeah, made a rack for the truck, and I just got to paint it now.
Yeah, very cool. Good deal. Awesome. Good to hear. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've been out here on 28, and haven't really been doing too much on the radio at all lately. I've been so busy with everything else around the house and the ranch and all that. So finally have some time to play radio again. Got the radio room cleaned up. It was doubling as a trash can, a catch-all, workroom, everything all in one. I was like, I got to get rid of that problem. So I did. But good deal.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I just got done cleaning up the garage. Boy, I made a big old mess. But yeah, well, you know, shoot, it didn't cost me a penny. So, heck yeah. Yeah, I just got to paint it now. But yeah, other than that, though, it's going to work out. So, yeah, because my tower took a dump in the winds a couple of weeks ago. Second section got all bent up. So, I'm only up 40 feet now, but that's okay. I might be getting a new tower here pretty soon. So, that's kind of why I made that rack for the truck. And that way I don't have to ask somebody or find somebody. I can just throw it up there now.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, it's nice being self-sufficient, you know, and not having to call on somebody for help. Yeah, I'm currently without a vehicle with the ladder rack. My the one that I've got with the ladder rack is out of commission at the moment. And a 70 Chevy, it's still waiting for me to put the motor in it. And I'm probably going to go ahead and put the 454 I've got sitting here and there, but the overall goal is going to be to put the Duramax with the Allison 6-speed in the 70 Chevy. But right now it's going to get a 454. And then once I get that done, then I'm going to build a ladder rack for it as well. And I miss having a ladder rack, man. I need a ladder rack. Anyway, everybody needs a ladder rack. Anyway, shoot, man, very cool. How's the car doing?
Oh, good. Yeah, it's all pretty much ready to go. I still got one or two things that I need to do, but just minor shit. So, but yeah, this rack here, you can unbolt the sides and then take the two off. So it stores away and take these shoes off because I want to relax a little bit. So we'll talk at you in a little bit. But good hearing you out there.
All right, sounds good. Oh, I just got a little notice saying that OBS is back up and running again. I guess that must have quit, but it looks like it's working again. All right, catch you later. Enjoy that, and we'll put it on you again a little bit later on there, Mark. And yeah, good to hear you again. It's been a long time since I've been out here, and I guess I've been missing out on all the good local stuff. So I'm back on the side reading on the mail, Motormouth Mall waving and stepping. double nickel. I hear you out there. What's going on there, Break?
Not much, being a mud duck and enjoying the day. What you thinking?
Yeah, Roger. And being a mud duck and enjoying the day. That's what you got to do from time to time, to Break.
Yeah, I got me a big old antenna. I'm gonna hook it up somewhere. I got them all hooked up. I got me an old 63 Chevy with a 292 six-cylinder with a 3-speed. So it's got a CB, it's got a whole heuristic in it. I just gotta put an antenna and be a fixture up around that old beast.
A 63 truck?
Yeah, C10. It's a fleet size short bed.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I like the 63s. They got that cool little thing up over the top of the cab, that little gutter that sticks out, whatever it is. Anyway, I like those. I always thought they were kind of mean-looking trucks. Yeah, very cool.
Hey, Roger, when I seen it, I'm like, no, it's too much for me. So the guy goes, hey, man, I parked it here about a week ago, and now the housing, what's it called when you live where they have what is it, the housing association? They told me to move it or they're going to get me out of here. So I offered them so much, I'm like, that takes a lot of work. Because it was running like that it was, but ain't now, so I don't know. So I gave him the money, took it into the shop and drove her. Price for all my stuff. He said it's mechanically configured. So I just took the money, ran, just started, but it ran for about 45 minutes. Run a leak. So it's got the side belt triggers, yanked one out. I think there's something overlooked it. So I took it apart, ordered the push rods, put it together. It's running like a charm now, put them on.
Yeah, very cool. Well, nice. Well, I'm glad you got a deal on it there. Everybody's getting deals on wheels. Everybody's getting deals on wheels, man. What a trip. Well, shoot, man. Are you in Napolo or Five Cities? I can barely hear you. You're in the mud. Where are you there? You're not in town, are you?
Yeah, I'm Santa Maria. Maybe you're facing. Nah, I should be doing pretty good. I'm in a Mobile zone. Running whatever the Rangers got. I don't know what's running. It's got that Galaxy DX88HL, what I'm using. But no, I got that baby going pretty good. I was offered so much money, I said, no. Hey, I got insurance, tax, license. Hey, that baby, it's legal, what you think?
Yeah, 10-4. Very cool. Well, congratulations. Yeah, that's, I'm still keeping my eyes and ears open for other vehicles. You know, I'm always looking for other vehicles just for fun. Can never have too many of them, I guess. And I got 20 acres, so I can have a whole lot of them, Deborah. That would piss my neighbors off. They got, well, I guess if it was mud, I gotta turn the audio up here again. Whoa, there it goes. This receiver, I don't know if it's the volume pot. No, it's not the volume. It's the relay that the audio goes through when it switches over. But when I jam a bunch of audio up into it, it seems to fix it for a little bit. Anyway, yeah, that would probably upset my neighbors a little bit. I don't know if they would go for that. But, yeah, it's, I used to want to do a motocross track, and how cool would that be? And then, of course, there'd be dust and all that. They put a fresh lemon orchard in, so if I did anything like that, that would be a bad thing. The wind always blows from my place onto theirs, and if I generated a bunch of dust, yeah, it'd be bad.
close from the Hokies. One gal called, see how to be a referee, women referees? And the cat goes, yeah. You'd be calling shit from 5-6 years back. You'd be calling penalties. Same thing with Mother Nature. You don't want to mess with Mother Nature.
No, that's true. You don't want to mess with Mother Nature, like the old TV commercial said. It's not nice to fool Mother Nature.
Now you want to have somebody wander down the San Highway to the dust and the pollution. I'm like, what? What pollution? I mean, I think we're living in La La Land where if I don't like something, then you call the cops, you do whatever you gotta do, because you don't like something. Well, my opinion, the people knew the beach was there way even before they moved. They were born there, so to speak. My opinion, they don't like it. They gotta just pack your stuff and get to another place.
No, I didn't fall asleep. Oh, there goes that relay again. Anyway, I had to go find my phone. I didn't know where I put it, but I found it. Anyway, it's all true. You can't mess with Mother Nature. Anyway, I found my phone. And, I bought a neat little radio project. I got one of those DSS transmitters from Greece, and it works pretty good. I put AM in it, or standard audio, and it transmitted AM, beautiful audio quality, and real low power. So I bought a little amplifier too from the same guy, a 15-watt peak amplifier, and so I'm going to put that all together. I just got through getting the heat sink all drilled, and I'll mount that thing and get that all done. And, it should be enough to drive the dual LDMOS box.
That sounds pretty good. Sounds like a lot of fun right there. That don't sound too bad. Well, when are you going to crash it, or when are you going to hook it all together?
I'm not sure when it's going to be done, but it shouldn't take too awful long. Hopefully, maybe next day or two I should have it done. But I got to build the box for the DSS or DDS transmitter, direct digital synthesis transmitter. I was going to put them all in the same box, but then it occurred to me that if I was operating it, as a transmitter, and I wanted to change frequencies, I'd have to go in the other room, because it's going to have a big bunch of noisy fans in there making a bunch of noise. So they keep the LDMOS stuff cool. So instead, I'm going to put it in separate boxes, and I got to come up with a little box for the DSS. I'm not even going to put the 15-watt amplifier built in with the DSS, so I'm going to have it separate. So it'll be three separate boxes. But anyway, before too long. All right, there. Sounds good. Catch you later on there. Have a good one. I'm going to get back on the side, read the mail for a little bit, too. I know there won't be any skip rolling through here, but I just wanted to see if this thing was working. And it's been a long time since I rolled up here to 28, so anyway, good deal. Thanks there, John. I appreciate that. Yeah, I can't see it on this doggone screen. I don't know what's happening. Apparently it's working via YouTube, but it's not working via my local screen, so a bit odd. Anyway, all right there, one double nickel. Take care, 7-3s, Motormouth Mall, waving and stepping. Yeah, that's too bad. There's no skip out there. I was hoping there'd be something out here in the world of sound. Wow, just did an audio test over here on the phone. Holy cow. That sounded pretty good. Yeah, I wish I could make it. Excuse me, I wish I could make it out to Colorado or Texas or anywhere. No, unfortunately, their watchmaker, no skip out here. It's deader than a doornail. I'll try, but I don't think I can make it up there real good. It'd have to be some kind of conditions, I think, for me to get up in there. I'd too far. The earth curves too much. I think even with the big box on, I wouldn't make it there very. I might roll this thing back down to the bowl for a second and see what happens. anything out here on 27025. Radio station Motormouth Mall, right here, right now, Brady. No, John, I don't think I heard anything. I was responding to your, I said, yeah, you can see your comments. And unfortunately, I can't hear you in Colorado. No, I was reading that. I can't hear you. I wish I could. I'm trying. I'm on the bowl now, by the way. I wish I could hear you. If I saw just a little hint of something out here on my waterfall, I would turn something else on, but I don't see anything. Well, I don't see enough happening over here. I don't see enough. I can barely hear something. There's a voice way, way, way out there. And I can see what looks like a beginning of a little bit of a carrier trickling down. But not enough to really talk to. I guess I'll switch over to the beam and see what happens. There's a carrier on the beam. Look at that. There's somebody out there. Yeah, we're on the bowl now. I hear somebody talking right there. That must be you there, Nikolai. That must be you. I see somebody at 27019, and I see somebody right up there just below channel 6 at 27024. So I see two people out there. Yeah, maybe I'll turn on the baby amplifier. Okay, well, now we got the baby amp in line. Hello, radio. I don't know if that makes a difference anywhere, but I got all I got up in here I can put up in here without turning on the big box, so that's what we got for the time being. Motormouth Mall right here, right now, he got down. Yeah, I heard somebody roll up in here. I'm not sure who that was, but I did hear somebody roll up in my radio for a split second. I heard a voice. Motormouth Mall, right here, right now, I got down. Well, we got this thing fired up here in the slow mode. And there still just isn't a whole lot of stuff going on out here in the world of sound. Terrible thing. Radio station, Motormouth Mall, right here, right now. I got down. Oh, turn that off. Yikes. Man, that's loud. Anyway, yeah, nothing happening out here yet. Hello, Diesel Girl around Wisconsin. Yeah, I wish we had some conditions again, but they'll be here. They got to give her time. Got to give Mother Nature a little bit of time, Liberty. Hey, John, where is 1025? Ooh, there's something creeping in. A blender? Oh, that thing in my radio room? No, it's a light. It's a light. They call it the starfish and heat. Somebody that bought a big apartment complex long ago also bought a big house in Shell Beach. And that was the entryway light. And the guy's wife didn't like the light at all, so they took it down and put it in a storage unit at this apartment complex. And then the guy proceeded to lose the complex in foreclosure. And so when he left and the new people came in to take over, I was the maintenance guy for 161 units. And many years ago, 20 years ago, almost. And anyway, they had their own crew. So when they let me go, I went ahead and gathered my belongings, as well as this light, since I knew darn well that they were just going to crush it up and throw it away. Somebody spent a lot of time TIG welding this thing, and it's super thin aluminum. And they did a beautiful job on it. It's an absolute work of art. And it's got three light bulbs in it. It's got one in the back that you can't see that shines against the back wall, and then it's got one in each one of those two legs that hang down. Not the pointed legs, but the cut legs. And anyway, it was it was too cool to throw away, so I kept it, and it hung in my house for a while over the grand piano. And then when I moved the grand piano into the new house, Jackie, my better half there, said that the starfish and heat was not allowed in the house. Apparently she didn't like it either. So it stays right here in the radio room where it's at. Or break. was pretty weird looking at that guy's carrier here in town. He calls himself Bananas. And he had a Pace, I guess, radio. And I was looking at it on the SDR, and it was on frequency, but it was also missing a sideband. And it was very strange. Anyway, that was the whole reason I started this YouTube video. It was so he could see that. I don't know if he logged in or not. Oh well. Oh, Blender, the noise from the phone. No, I had the volume up on the phone too high. No, now I'm talking. Anyway. Yeah, I had the volume on the phone up. And it was white noise. It sounded horrible. You were talking about the light. It looks like a blender blade upside down. And my noise floor is down to a negative 135 dB. And not a doggone thing out there. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah. I know, I think it looks pretty cool. Throws a pretty mean-looking shadow. And, yeah, not too shabby. I guarantee tell you nobody else has one like it in their radio room. Hey there, Big Bull. I'm pointed kind of toward Brazil. If we had any kind of conditions, you should hear me a little bit, but I don't think Mother Nature's being that kind to bring. Yeah, no, I don't drink. I don't drink, I don't smoke, don't do drugs. Yeah, none of that. I figured if I drank and smoked and did drugs, I wouldn't have enough money to build this antenna or the amplifier or the studio or any of that to bring. But I got me a whole box of Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies right here. Man, they're good. You know, I heard a station, I'm not sure who it was. I heard a station from Brazil, was it day before yesterday? I think it was day before yesterday. Oh, the audio's getting weird again, there we go. I think it was day before yesterday, I heard somebody out of Brazil, they're breaking. Yeah, there's a carrier out there. You know, as it is these days anyway, most carriers are undermodulated. There's very few people that run the real modulation on AM. They're usually just standard CB radios and a lot of clip limiters and very little controlled audio. And so when you see a carrier like that, you can even see it on the SDR. You can see the carrier, but you can't hear them. Oh man, I like it when you can't really hear the carrier or you see the carrier much, but you can really hear the audio. Like Danielson or 460. There's a few out there that I've heard recently where the carrier was way down low in the mud, but their audio was way up on top, you know. Kind of cool. As a listener, I feel cheated when somebody comes out there with the carrier that you can't hear. It's like, come on, you're holding back. I don't know there, John. I may die of chocolate poisoning. Or maybe I'll die of skip withdrawals. Yeah, that's a cool radio there. Stalker 10, wow. Or XX, I guess. Is that not the Stalker 10? It's the Stalker XX. Anyway, very cool. Yeah, the T-Berry Stalkers are good radios. And yeah, Ditch Digger, it seems like this has become kind of like the waiting place. I don't know, where is it, man? I'm starting to shake, getting the chills. I got that DX monkey on my back. Diesel Girl, are you going to run that on a base? Or are you going to run it in a mobile? Is that a base radio? How did I hear two of me? Is it too loud? Oh, too loud. Yikes. Turn that down a little bit. Double audio up in there. Ah, cool. Okay, it's a bass. I'm not saying anything specifically, but you could get a modulator board and put the modulator board on that bass radio and then get Live Professor and a cheap computer and a little $32 sound audio interface and a $34 microphone from Wish.com and make that thing a monster. You can have audio like this, only, your voice, your settings. But yeah, that could be a monster. This is like Pal Talk with video. Yeah, I thought we'd get something out here. I thought we'd hear some Skip to break it. Well, I wasn't going to turn my harp on until I saw a reasonable signal. I did that yesterday. I heated it up a little bit. I had that thing all 50 horsepower fired down at once, man. I'm not going to do that again today. It costs too much money if the skip's not rolling. Oh yeah, the old Digiscan VFO. I like that UFO. I run the Digiscan. Yeah, they're cool. I got a couple radios with Digiscans on them. I think I have a Digiscan or two in the box, brand new ones. Never been installed. There's a carrier out there. There's been a carrier for quite a while. Somebody out there doing some talking, but they don't have enough fire in the wire. How is it I've got the longest Yagi antenna in the entire world and I don't hear a single thing out there right now? This isn't fair. Don't be a scope head. Well, what little carrier there was at 27024, it disappeared completely, so that's not, that ain't gonna materialize into anything, I don't think. CQ, doggone DX. That's why I keep talking. I mean, there's no conditions. And normally I wouldn't be making any noise out there at all because I was figuring it would be dead. But I figured I'd get out here and yap it, you know, instead of ghost talking. I'm actually conversing, right? So, or as what the kids call it today, conversating. I'm conversating anyway. I figure at least if I get some RF out there a little bit, if there are some conditions, somebody out there might catch on and say, hey, look at that, we got some skip. But, no, I'm being patient. I'll tell you what, my patience is wearing thin here. I might have to go in the house and grab something to eat. Shut this thing off. It's 7 after 7. I mean, 7 after 5. So, I don't know. If anything's going to happen, it would have happened by now, I think. When I talk and then unkey, or just before I unkey, if I unkey right after I say something, you'll hear a double word. Do you hear the double word or not? I've got a delay relay over here, primarily because I've got a lot of mic gain and a lot of processing going on, and it would switch, and I'd hear this loud thing in my headphones, so I put a little bit of a delay on the audio. So when I unkey, tell me if you can hear the last part of the last word. Did you hear? Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, I gotta stop talking and then wait a little bit for the delay. Yeah, with all this mic gain and compression and EQ and limiting and all that stuff, if I unkey immediately, there's a delay because of the SDR and everything else. So the audio keeps coming back into my headphones even after I switch, and it's really loud and really annoying. So I had to put the delay in to fix that. Well, that delay means, conversely, that I have to stop talking and then wait a half a second before, or less than a half a second before I unkey, so that the relay switches, or the audio is gone when the relay switches, because it's still open when I stop. There's more switching and trickery and goofy stuff going on over here than you can shake a finger at. Yeah, when you want the big boy radio to have all the luxuries, you know, see, this is kind of like the difference between the guy with a pro street car on the track, where it's not even really streetable. It's all, you know, gutted interior, roll cage, racing seat, harness, and all that good stuff, right? And then my little car, like the Chevelle, full interior. Yeah, it's got a roll cage, but you know, it's still in there. And the interior's all together. It's still streetable, right? Well, this is like there's some big shootout stations out there with nothing but the big amplifier in the corner and the fans blowing, and you can hear all the in the background when they're keyed down. And, you know, but I want to have the creature comforts. I want this station to work like a radio station, like a broadcast studio. I want this to be like my clients. When I walk into a client station and work on their stuff, and then I come in and work on my stuff, I want it to be the same. So I try to have all the creature comforts to bring. wonder if there would be a market for a box that contains all of the control features and has jacks and terminals to have all of the things that you want to have connected, but have it pre-configured. So you can plug in, well, in my case, there's a console, there's the SDR radio, there's the gate, or the flex rate, the Drake radio, there's the Cobra transmitter, all the various different things, your audio playback recording machine, the soundbite machine, all of that stuff. All you have to do is just get the individual components and plug them in, and it does all the custom wiring and the stuff that people don't want to mess with, all the delays and all the levels adjustments and all that. So build a box. So now you got people that are building amplifiers, you got people that are building stations, just radios, and some people are just doing radios, some doing radio and audio processing, so on and so forth. And then you got guys doing antennas, and then you got guys doing these little control boxes. Insta Studio. Anyway, I don't know if there's a market for that or not. Yeah, that's it. The Bugatti Veyron radio room. I'll try to say that real fast. Hey, what do y'all think about the TV show idea? And I presented this to Prime, and I think he's way too busy to get involved. I wanted him to be the narrator, but I want to do a TV show. And then I know you're going to say, no, you can't do that. It's not legal. Well, the Moonshine Show is not legal either. I mean, the show is legal, but the idea isn't. So they got people all blacked out or faded or blurred out. But imagine a show called Pimp My Box. You got the show called Pimp My Box. Now, granted, most people don't know anything about anything, so it wouldn't really go over real well, except for the fact that when you bring the show in, you start out knowing that nobody knows anything. So you educate them along the way. You kind of give them the gist of where people are trying to go, where they're trying to get to. You give them the whole underground part, and you tell them about the legalities and so on and so forth. But then you got these builders that are going to compete, and they're going to build a box, and one against the other. They got to have key down time limits. They got to have power requirements. They got to have all this stuff right, and chrome parts, silver-plated parts, gold-plated parts. Fancy boxes. Pimp My Box. And of course, once you get that going, yeah, you're right there, 4878. Hey, Larry, you're right. And you have Pimp My Station. So yeah, it could really, that kind of competition and enlightenment along the way and education along the way could spread this hobby, and it would grow like wildfire. And then, of course, you have Prime's music in the background, Bump It Down, Big Johnson, and where'd my mouse go? Oh, wrong computer. Anyway, you could have all kinds of stuff in there playing in the background.
Out here, talk is skip.
And you can have all the fun stuff. Where's the fun stuff here? Wait.
From 10 to 80 meters. Your hands can't beat us. But the ball is getting cooker. Survival of the fittest. Now they selling wolf tickets.
You think that's going to get caught by the YouTube police?
When they get beat, they hating at defeat. And in the cheap seats,
yeah.
Don't compete. Just rooting for their friends with pal talk critique.
Anyway, that's all. Yeah, you could have him doing the narration and have some of his songs like Big Johnson and Bump It Down and Hammer Hits Hard and No Excuses on the Bull and all that kind of good stuff in the background. And, yeah, it'd go over pretty good there, Ray. Yeah, he heard me the other day, and I thought, man, he gave me a text. He heard me out there yapping, and he texted me, and he said, hey, I can hear you up here. And I thought, oh, cool, we're going to get some conditions. And then it all faded out. But I thought we were going to get something out there. Yeah, it's always good to hear Prime roll down here. Heck yeah, Pimp My Box. I think that'd be cool. I still like the audio I had on that song. That was back, 10 years ago? Or, I don't know, longer than that, it seems. Anyway, the audio I had on there was pretty good once upon a time. Where is it? Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's over here.
Suburban, and I got down.
Prime Minister, radio station Motormouth Mall around the central coast of California. Your brother from another mother of another color. Just put this cat and mall down one more time in the world of sound. Motormouth Mall just got down.
And I just want to... Man, that was a long time ago. Oh, you will, I'm sure. Hey, Larry, when these conditions get going again here, Mother Nature starts rocking and rolling, I guarantee you, you'll get up in his radio. And my noise floor is still sitting at 135 dB, negative 135 dB. That's insane. Nothing there. And of course, there'd be a follow-up show. Pimp my antenna. Yeah, that would be cool. I was thinking of an all-in-one radio. You know, you have your DS or DDS frequency synthesis, and then you have the little 15-watt broadband amp, and then you got to have output filters between the DDS and the amp, and then output filters again between the amp and the big box. It'll be built in. The big box would be a pair of LD-MOS 188s. So you're looking at 3,000 watt peaks, and sell it complete with power supplies, everything to go, ready, plug and play, along with audio processing and everything, and do it for like, and then of course, that would be the top half of the rack, or the bottom half, wherever. And then there'd also be a built-in 3CX 20,000. So maybe you'd use a single 188. You'd use a single 188, and then you'd have a built-in 3CX 20,000, all in one box. That'd be kind of cool. For like $22,000 for the whole thing. The crate shows up at your doorstep. You wheel it in, you plug it in, you turn the switch on, you wait a minute and start talking. Yeah, I think Dave May did do that. He did that as well. And I don't know, 4878. If you're looking at that power level, and you want something done, completed, nice, turnkey, ready to go, it's not that expensive. But it is pricey. I think there was a picture going around on the internet just recently. I saw it on my feed of a couple of Dave May transmitters stations. But the whole thing just like that with a small. I'm thinking it was probably a 3CX 3000 in the middle, and then two rack mount, stations. Oh yeah. Yep, easy to do. You want a Tram D201 case? I guess that would look cool. I like the DAC. The DAC Mark 10s. They look kind of cool. But yeah, you have to change some things around a little bit. Oh, and for that price, there'd also be a computer containing enough oomph to run the SDR Play receiver, and that would be included in the batch. So the 22 grand would include everything. Receiver, transmitter, the whole 9 yards. Like out of that 22 grand, 3,200 alone is a tube. At least that's what my tube costs. Yeah, I'll help you out there, ain't no doubt about that. I'd like to see you win the lottery, too. I never buy a lottery ticket. I'm not into that voluntary taxation. I never have any luck with winning stuff like that, so I figure if I bought tickets, I would just lose my money. Well, if you all got some rich friends that want to get in a TV show situation, have them contact me about Pimp My Box. Oh, I like that there, Larry. That's the same thing I've got. That's the DDS I just purchased. I got it from Greece. It's 84 euros, about 102 bucks. And so you're using that in your tram. No more crystal control. Very cool. I love it. Heck, I'd even do it for a price. But if I did a few of them, I could probably get the price down there to 22 pretty easy. But if somebody commissioned me to do a clone of this thing, I would do it. It's one thing for asking people for 141 bucks up front for a board, and then they know that you're going to ship it to them. But to come up with $22,000 or $25,000 up front, you don't find too many cats going to do that to break. Yeah, 100 kilohertz to 30 megahertz, and it'll do CW or AM. I put audio into it. It didn't do asymmetry, of course, but it certainly had phenomenal audio bandwidth on AM. It sounded really, really good. I mean, he makes them. I just bought mine about a week ago. It came in the mail about 3 days ago, I guess. Or maybe I bought it a week and a half ago. And I just bought the 15-watt amplifier from him, too. The broadband 1 to 30 megahertz broadband amplifier. I just bought that from him and got that in the mail today to bring. Yeah, that's true there, Chris. Yeah. People got to know you. They got to know you for a while. They got to know that you're not going anywhere, too. There are some, you know, I don't know them personally, but there are some shady cats out there that'll up and disappear on you. Yeah, audio bandwidth is something like 10 hertz to 50,000 hertz. It's crazy. It's pretty phenomenal. And then it's got the output pins for the 5 volts that drive, you know, relays if you want to turn on and off specific bandpass filters, low pass filters for different bands. Yeah, pretty cool. So far, I'm pretty happy with it. And depending upon what happens after this, I might buy a clone of that too, a second one, both the amplifier and the DDS. Yeah, I heard him. I might even be getting one of his, he sells a 500 watt, and also kilowatts, I guess. He's got some big stuff. Anyway, he sells some Class D amplifiers as well. And I might be picking up one of those for fun. Yeah, what you can do is what I did with the modulator way back when. Put a 20 kilohertz sine wave in there, and then frequency modulate that 20 kilohertz sine wave, and frequency modulate it with something like classical music or, music. And then at the same time, put wideband audio or 6 kilohertz audio on the baseband. And that way you can have, your upper and lower sidebands of your bass audio would be, your baseband audio would be what you're putting in right here. And then if you tune, let's say 20 kilohertz, you tune 20 kilohertz down, 2 channels down or 2 channels up. And that channel would have frequency modulated high fidelity FM, So yeah, you could do that at the same time. Kind of cool. Anyway, not that you'd want to, but you could. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think we're both kind of going down about the same path there. All right. Well, we won't talk about it too awful much more then. Anyway, I think I'm going to get out of here. Shut this thing off. It's already 5:41. Time to go in and grab something yummy for my tummy. Returned a couple phone calls. And, no, not a Dave May transmitter. Nope. You mean what I'm talking on now? Here, let me switch back over to the text mode. I'm going to shut the stream off. Y'all take care out there. Motormouth Mall waving and stepping. I'm gone. You have a good night, too. Take care. Enjoy it to its fullest. Keep your fingers crossed for some skip. And we'll catch you later on. Motormouth Mall stepping by. Bye-bye-bye-bye. Later.